All right, boys, it is currently the day after the 4th of July, and I am going to be taking a rest day. I would so much rather be going to the gym today. I would rather go train. I'm gonna make the executive decision to let my body recover, let myself rest, do everything optimally today, and then have a banging day of training and diet tomorrow. A lot of your gym performance and a lot of the outcome of that workout is going to be determined by the day prior. So if your sleep is off, your diet is off, if these variables aren't being hit, then you're actually better off getting recalibrated, taking a day off, and just being optimal tomorrow. All right, it's physique update time. I genuinely have not looked at myself yet today. So let's see what we're working with. This also leads me into point number one. Let's go. You never want to dictate that day of diet or that day of training off of how you look in the morning one time. My baseline is about 178 to 180, depending on how much water I retain overnight. This morning, I woke up at 174, and as you can see, I'm feeling extremely dry. Now, there's lots of variables that go into this. Number one is my sodium intake. Number two is my carbohydrate intake. Number three, my level of activity. I did lots of biking, lots of walking yesterday, lots of things that are gonna dry me out. Number four, I didn't drink that much physical water. Number five, I slept a lot of hours. So there's lots of things that are gonna affect my look right now. Don't get in your head and try and make all these adjustments and changes, and basically don't coach yourself. Stick to the plan. And then if the outcome's like crazy, like if I wake up at like 174 tomorrow, then I'm gonna be like, all right, coach, and maybe we bump my food up, right? All of that being said, I'm gonna go take care of my fasted cardio. I don't take any supplements before fasted cardio. You don't need to. It's your body. It's meant to move. It's a treadmill. It's meant to move. I'm gonna take it with me and show you what I do. If y'all were with me during bodybuilding prep, you know about the cold shed. Now it's a hot shed, which is actually really nice. Any type of day where you're like, wow, yesterday didn't go so well, I want to make sure that I get recovered today and fix anything that happened yesterday. You don't want to overdo anything where you're trying to like make up for lost time or fix any mistakes you might have made. Just go right back to plan, trust the process, trust your consistency over time. If you can't be adherent where you're literally going off plan like ridiculously, like 3-4 times per week, talk to your coach or talk to yourself and be like, okay, what's going on that I feel the need to just absolutely degen for basically my entire like life. I'm pretty much going over lack of meals, lack of hydration. That being said, if you have a day where the day before wasn't perfect, you're not feeling too great about yourself, don't go and do 2 hours of cardio. Pretty much just don't freak out, don't get in your head. If you wake up super dry like I did, don't think, oh, you know what I ought to do? Go to brunch, right? Well, 25 minutes of cardio, super light, just get the body active. All right, cardio session is done. I'm feeling absolutely amazing. Just a really light 25 minutes. Off-season cardio is like the best because you have so much fat and energy to do it. You just end up feeling amazing afterwards. Cardio is super good for your body. It's super good to do on a rest day, especially if you can do it fasted. You're gonna get up, you're gonna get active. It's the first thing you do in the day. Your body's just gonna respond very well. It's like momentum, right? So you wake up, do the cardio first, and then the rest of your day, you're already in motion, you're already moving. You have like that set amount of time where you can't really just go and do other things or be distracted by other things other than like your phone. You can just focus, plan out your day, get calibrated, and then once the cardio's done, you're like, oh shit, I just accomplished something, I'm feeling good, and I have my whole day mapped out. I'm gonna go cook breakfast, and is it the same as the last two videos breakfast? Yes, but you might be a new viewer, so I'm gonna cook breakfast. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm having for breakfast on my rest day. Just like that, meal number one is upon us. Let me show you guys what I cooked up. I have to say, I am quite amazed with myself in this presentation. First off, we have grass-fed ground beef, 93%. We have 6 ounces or 170 grams of Greek yogurt. we got 100 grams of straws, and we got 2 farm fresh, pasture raised, cute ass little eggs. Honestly, the yolk could be richer. The yolk could be richer. I might switch to Vital Farms. Like the rest of y'all, you might be onto something. The secret is you take the egg white, you take the crispy egg white, dip it in a little bit of Greek yogurt. I'm telling y'all, it's delicious. Those of y'all who've watched my last 2 videos, this meal is the exact same. So not really gonna explain too much why I'm doing it because I don't wanna get repetitive, but I will put y'all on some diet game after we go over the macros for this meal. We got 14 grams of carbs, 22 grams of fat, and 65 grams of protein. The Greek yogurt, I have realized, really carries this, obviously the beef, and the eggs too. Diet game. This goes exactly along with the fact that my breakfast, the last few videos, have remained the same. Try and keep your food exactly the same. I'll go as far as to say, try and keep the way you prepare your food exactly the same. Every single time I cook my chicken, it's 9 ounces raw weight, right? It makes sense because your body is going to get used to it. It's going to know what to expect. It's gonna know your meal times. It's gonna know exactly what protein, carb, fat sources you are having. And it's just gonna start to work like clockwork. Basic, simple recipes, simple protein sources, simple carb sources, and just drive in that consistency day after day, week after week. This is gonna help you gauge exactly what you need to change diet-wise and training-wise. If you go into the gym and you have a terrible training day, but every single meal is a little bit different or completely different, how are you really supposed to gauge what changes you need to make, what improvements you need to make? If you need to add more food, more fat, less fat, more carbs, you're not really gonna know. So yes, this breakfast I have here is repetitive for y'all, but I'm telling you, for me, it makes me feel like a superhuman. It makes me feel as best as I possibly can. That being said, I'm gonna go eat this on the front porch, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I stay on plan even if I'm out of the house. All right, we have made it to our lunch destination for the day. We ended up just going on a walk outside, so nothing really to film there, and tennis in 100-degree weather probably would have made me die, frankly. But I'm here with my beautiful girlfriend. Say hello. I'm gonna go into Core Life, which is a salad place basically, and I'm gonna show you guys what I get. Made it inside for $7.99. Here's what I got. It's basically just a big bowl of nothing. I got a vegan salad. Honestly, I felt really weird ordering it and saying like, yeah, I'll get the plant-based option. Anyways, what we put in here is bean sprouts, cucumbers, kimchi, red onion, beans for some reason, and then for our lettuce we got romaine and some cabbage, and then you guys know I got my chicken breast, super simple, and I added Greek yogurt to the dish before I left my house because obviously I'm not going to be consuming any of this because you really don't know how many calories is going to be in that. So you could eat a salad and easily pound like 300-400 calories worth of dressing without thinking of it. And it is super simple to take your girl out to eat. Got to show them your food. That just looks absolutely delicious. It's super simple. You can take your girl out to eat. You can be out of the house, stay 100% on plan. It's basically a bowl of greens and chicken breast. So the meal number 2, I'll catch you guys at meal number 3. As you can see, I've made it home once again. It has only been about 2 hours since you guys saw me last. We pretty much just went to a couple stores, shopped around, got some Starbucks. I'm actually sipping on I don't know where it went, but sipping on Nitro Cold Brew. That's the best drink from Starbucks. If you get anything else, you are a bot. I'm going to start eating once again. I'm gonna eat meal number 3. That last meal actually felt like chewing on air, and I was less hungry before I started eating compared to afterwards. So it's been 2 hours. I'm about to eat this meal and then get a bunch of stuff done. Now is probably the best time to go over why we have structured my rest day diet to be like this. I like to think of rest days as more of a recovery day than a rest day. It's not just to sit on the couch and do nothing. It's to truly recover. My body is very, very sensitive to carbohydrates. Kind of rough on my stomach. They take a minute to digest. They make me feel very bloated, very inflamed. It basically looks as if I haven't eaten because we haven't had any carbs really. I think we had 11 grams for breakfast and some trace carbs at that last meal you guys just saw. We still have roughly the same amount of calories on a day-to-day basis, but I just choose to have my carbs much later in the day on my rest day so that I don't have to be experiencing any blood sugar crashes or anything like that while I'm just doing stuff. I'm about to cook up this meal and then I will show you what I'm having. And just like that, meal 3 is done. So super simple, you guys literally just watched me put it together. We have a little bit of salad kit. I absolutely love salads, you guys. I don't know why. I can literally eat whatever veggies I want. I love a nice salad. And then we have 70 grams of avocado. So I'm lazy, so I just get the pre-packaged guacamole. I do 70 grams of that, and then I mix it in with the salad with some salt and pepper, and I cut my chicken on top. Super, super simple. I love how uninflamed I feel all day. Like, even though I'm hungry right now, I know I have so much food coming later in the evening, it doesn't bother me, and I just feel fresh. Like, I feel ready to go. Plans for the day are I'm going to go grocery shopping, which is an upcoming video you guys can expect. It's a grocery haul shot by Keeg. I would take y'all today, but straight up, I think that it would be terrible. Honestly, I don't think I would be good at it. I actually suck at filming. We'll go over a lot of stuff in the grocery store, what never to buy, what to buy, all that good stuff. I almost forgot to update y'all on the calorie total for the day. So we are looking at so far 1,270 calories. Last meal was 65 grams of protein and then like 10 grams of trace carbs if you way overshoot it. We got 12 grams of fat from the avocado and another 65 grams of protein from the chicken breast, and that is it. I'm gonna go eat. I will catch up with y'all in a minute. I think I'm in ketosis at this point in my day. I've taken about 12,000 steps and I'm criminally low carb. Let me show you guys what I picked up. We went to Whole Foods Market and we went to Aldi's. So we got not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 pounds, 93% grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef, about a ½ pound of frozen beef liver, about a pound of ground bison. This has bison liver and bison heart ground in with it, so it's about 14 bucks, but is worth it. I have about 4 ounces twice a week. And then we got an 18 pack of farm fresh eggs, and that's pretty much it. All right. One thing to note before I go into meal number 4, I'm gonna show you guys meal number 5, because to be fully honest with y'all, I'm going to eat this minutes before I go to bed, and I'm also gonna be super tired, not wanna film, and I'm gonna be watching a movie with my girl. So I'm just gonna show you guys it right now. We just have a whey protein serving in a Ninja Creami. We have 330 grams of fat-free Fairlife, 1 scoop of Evogen protein powder, 5 grams of sugar-free Jello mix. That is the one thing that is just bot-like about my diet plan, is the sugar-free Jello, but it's literally the only ultra-processed food I eat the entire day. Also, the beef liver actually undoes it. I don't know if you knew that, but it undoes the sugar-free Jello. That's pretty much it. And then we just do extra protein powder on the side, just chug it. The macros for my Ninja Creami is 69 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, and 20 grams of carbs from the milk and probably the Jello mix. I don't really know what's in it, but those are the macros for meal number 5. When meal number 4 is done cooking, I'm gonna show y'all and then probably outro the video. I got the method. Basically, lay it down flat like a steak, let the side sear. Once you flip, then you separate it. If you separate it all instantly, it's just gonna hard boil and you're basically gonna get that gray, nasty ground beef. This is meal number 4. I'm gonna eat this now. We have precisely 300 grams of white rice and 12 ounces raw weight of ground beef. This is by far my favorite meal in my entire program. Across all of the meals, ground beef and rice is my favorite meal. Macros for this meal, we have 900 calories, which is just a beautiful thing to say. We have 85 grams of carbs, 24 grams of fat, and 76 grams of protein. I am about to go slam this and then pretty much pass the fuck out. All right, boys, it is the next day. I wanted to outro this video now because last night I was talking like an absolute bot, honestly not really making any sense. And I wanted to talk about rest days with y'all in general. First off, we got our whole macros for the day. Our total macros are 340 grams of carbs. We got 65 grams of fat and 315 grams of protein. Feels good to get your protein in, boys. The main thing I wanted to bring up with y'all at the end of this video, because if you made it all the way here, I bet that you've been keeping up with me for a while. I feel like for a lot of us, the gym is like a place where it's almost like therapy, right? So for 1 to 2 hours out of our day, we don't really have anything on our minds. I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety lately, and I don't really know where it's coming from. I don't really know what it's directed towards. It's just a general feeling of anxiety. And when I'm in the gym, none of that stuff bothers me. My brain is like empty. And obviously on a rest day, obviously if I'm sick or hurt, I can't be in the gym. I can't have that same level of like noise reduction. I remember for a while, right after the show, I would just literally not take a rest day. I would still go anyways, and I would have like a bullshit workout, and it honestly wasn't helping my progress at all, but I just needed that noise reduction. So I want to make this video basically showing you guys that if your meal plan changes, if you can't go to the gym, if you get less food, or in general, if you just don't want to not go to the gym, you can still make it fun. You can still enjoy it. You can still enjoy your meals, whether they're structured like mine are. Like, obviously I'd rather be slamming rice, but I've taught myself to enjoy it, right? And I've tried to share like the benefits of it. From a physique standpoint, going to the gym, putting in that work, training heavy, training hard is gonna be great for your progress, but you can't do that every single day. It's just as important to be resting, to be letting your body recover, letting yourself heal up, letting yourself grow, eating 315 grams of protein like ATC. If y'all enjoyed this video, I appreciate you for making it all the way through. If you see any of the clothes that I've been rocking in this video, they're actually dropping July 10th, and my code ATC at Young LA is gonna give y'all 25% off, which is just absolutely insane. It's our 10-year anniversary sale, so this entire drop is massive. Y'all will see it on my Instagram story. 25% off, code ATC. I love y'all.